2021. Better than 2020, but still pretty bad. Where in 2020, I think I saw only like 4 or 5 movies. This year was a lot more normal for movies, where I saw a total of 18 new movies. Which means if these movies were a person, I could legally fuck. Anyways, I'm here to list all of the 18 movies. From worst to best, you get it. Matrix 4 is an abomination, and easily the worst movie, and ironically the last movie I saw this year. Unfortunately, HBO Max decided to leave worst for last. For a slightly more detailed reasoning to why I fucking hate this movie, I do have a quick review of it. Feel free to check it out. Long story short, made me want to throw up. Fuck this movie. Gets a 1 out of 10.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Mark. I was wondering, are you experiencing any kind of temporal anomaly?
The Map of Tiny Perfect Things is a movie on Amazon Prime, and that's really all you need to know that it's probably shit. I mean, how do you take such a great premise, like repeating the same day over and over, which has been done 50 million times, and do it this fucking bad? It was so predictable, and the two main characters reliving the same day over and over were unbearable, and I definitely do not recommend it. 5 out of 10.
It was deemed not a video game, but an 8-bit entertainment system.
I watched 8-Bit Christmas because I thought it was going to be kind of harmless. I mean, a movie about what it was like when the N64 came out sounded kind of awesome, but I had trouble even getting through it. I almost turned it off, but I decided to finish it, and I found every single fucking child in this movie to be extremely annoying, and it's probably the worst Christmas movie I've ever seen in my life. Starting to see a trend here that anything that has Neil Patrick Harris is fucking dog shit. 5 out of 10.
We really need your help.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not like the best dragon.
I decided to watch Raya and the Last Dragon on Disney Plus because I just wanted something colorful to look at, and it was somewhat colorful, but the animation style was not enough to fucking save it from its god-awful story and cringy ass characters. So if you're in the mood for an animated movie, definitely skip this one. 5 out of 10. I'll go ahead and go out and say it. I don't like any of the Halloween movies. Is the first Halloween movie the best one? Yeah, probably. Is this newest one, Halloween Kills, the worst one? Yeah, probably. It was almost laughably bad. There was one scene where someone literally shot themselves in the face because she ran into a door. But other than that, this was a boring ass movie. 6 out of 10.
I feel something.
Voyagers is another one of those movies that I pretty much watched because it looked kind of colorful. Plus, the premise of a bunch of teenagers devoid of emotion was very relatable to me because I'm somebody who's told that I look like I have no emotion like 90% of the time. So the first half of this movie was actually kind of good, and then there was a really shitty plot twist like 2/3 into the movie that took me out of it immediately. So it's an alright movie if you want to watch when you're bored as shit. 6.5 out of 10. This Snapchat filter Tom and Jerry was the first new movie I saw this year, and it was inoffensive, and obviously it doesn't touch the original cartoon show, that's fucking goated, but it made me chuckle a few times. I like Chloe Grace Moretz. She wasn't all that great in this, but she acted like everybody else when they're in one of these kind of childish ass movies. So yeah, put it on if you have like a kid around or you're high as fuck. 6.5 out of 10. Zachary Snyder's Justice League of Amazing Batmans and Supermans and Wonder Woman. Yeah, the original cut of this was horrible. I thought this would be slightly better, but still horrible, and I was right. The fact that it's 4 hours is ridiculous, but somehow I sat through the entire thing. I didn't even take a break once. And the redesign of Steppenwolf is adorable. He's the only thing that kept me awake during that movie. Every time he was on screen, I just wanted to pet him for some reason. But yeah, do not watch it. It's probably not going to matter in like a year or so because I'm pretty sure this form of DC is just crumbling. 6.5 out of 10.
My mom, she's responsible, but she doesn't believe in me.
I low-key had some high hopes for Boogie because we rarely get any basketball movies, and I love basketball for anybody who knows. So I was like, oh shit, when I saw the trailer for this, I was like, alright, I'm gonna wait till this comes out somewhere for free so I can watch this. Because I mean, for basketball movies, all we got is what? Space Jam, Like Mike, and fucking Air Bud. But yeah, disappointingly, this movie was kind of horrible, and it barely had any basketball in it, and when there was basketball, the editing was terrible. So if you like basketball movies, I would not recommend. 6.5 out of 10.
I know Emily's with you. Where are you going?
I only watched this because Jake Gyllenhaal is pretty much great in everything he does, but just by looking at the trailer I could tell this was probably going to be really slow, and it was. And at the end there's a plot twist that I was kinda whatever, didn't really care. 6.5.
What is going on?
What's going on, big guy?
Yeah, what are we doing?
We're following instructions. Are you helping me or are you not helping me?
No.
No Sudden Move was actually a pretty good little heist movie, but the director's decision to use this like 365 camera was horrible. It made a lot of shots look terrible. But this movie is very inoffensive if you like movies about stealing money from rich people. 6.5.
Kano wins. You fucking beauty.
Mortal Kombat was okay. The beginning was pretty good. The end was pretty good. The middle was boring as shit. Except for Kano. Kano was great. 6.5 out of 10.
She's still in the house.
When I saw the trailer for this, I was like, what the fuck? I haven't seen Megan Fox in like 7 years. Let's check this shit out. And it was surprisingly good. I really like movies about people trying to hide and survive, like a weird situation in the middle of nowhere filled with snow and shit. Like, that's pretty cool. I could see this boring a lot of people though, like for the first half or so it's definitely not for everybody. So I will give it a 6.5.
Remove your hand from the box, and you die.
What's in the box?
Pain.
Dune was pretty much what I thought it would be. Very pretty visually, but overall I didn't really care about the story itself. Plus, it's only like 1/3 of a story. Despite being 2.5 fucking hours, it's all really just a setup. So hopefully it's a good setup for part 2. 7 out of 10.
Why does the salt not taste salty?
Oh, because it's cocaine.
What? Very, very easy if you ever want to try it. It's just a Ziploc and a full shampoo bottle.
And it's so much more comfortable than when I had it in my ass.
Vacation Friends is probably the biggest surprise of this year, for me personally at least. I saw John Cena, so I said, of course I'm gonna watch this, and it's probably the greatest comedy of the year for me. And this might be John Cena's greatest role yet. Aside from the Marine, of course. The Marine, baby, the Marine. 7 out of 10.
I want to get you out of here alive.
I'm going to get you out of here alive.
Once again, we got John Cena, but in the Suicide Squad, which is basically a reboot of the first Suicide Squad from 2016, just done better. It's pretty quick, rapid fire of jokes and action, and it's just really enjoyable for pretty much anybody. It's definitely the farthest thing from high art, but what the fuck really is anymore these days. 7 out of 10. Godzilla vs. Kong is really, really stupid. But Godzilla whooped that monkey's ass, boy. And I loved every minute of it. I was on Team Godzilla, so I was thoroughly happy that he whooped his ass. Not once, but twice. So I feel like if you can get past the boring, shitty, annoying human characters, you'll thoroughly enjoy this monster movie. And it also gets a 7 out of 10. And as if there was ever any doubt of this not being number 1, No Way Home is finally the first good live-action Spider-Man movie we've had since 2004. Like, holy hell. This movie's great. It's clearly making all of the monies, and it now holds the record of being the first movie I've ever seen 3 times in theaters. Despite me gassing it the fuck up, I do have problems with it, specifically the first half, mainly just because Tom Holland's overall trilogy I don't really care about, so like the first half to me is just kind of okay, because the second half is obviously where the good shit happens, right? So it doesn't get like this amazing score that you might think it would, but it does get the best score this year with a 7.5 out of 10. Another year coming on. Alright, I'm done.